Here we have for sale our 2018 on a 68 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is the T6, so the 6th generation of the VW Transporter. This model is the T32, so 3.2 tons gross vehicle weight. This is the Highline model, which is the spec. It's the long wheelbase, which we can tell from this little section here behind the side loading door. This one, of course, has got the 2-litre TDI diesel engine, but this one is the bi-turbo 204 PS, roughly 204 brake horsepower model with the fantastic 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox, finished in the fantastic deep black pearl. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Volkswagen Transporter Highline panel van of this age. There's a number of factory optional extras which are on this particular example, and clearly some bits which have been added on afterwards, and something really interesting going on in the back of the van as well, so stick around for that. We'll also talk you through in detail the condition of this example that you can see here in front of us. We'll have a look at things like the service history and talk to you about what we've done to it during our preparation as well, getting it ready for sale, as I say, seen as it is currently available for sale here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, and straight away, not only the 204 DSG, which we've mentioned up to this point, but this is one thing which makes this van quite unusual, is that it is spec'd from factory with a glazed tailgate. So we don't actually see many panel vans, certainly of this age, spec'd with a glazed tailgate. Far more common to find ones with sort of barn doors. Benefits of having the glazed tailgate, of course, it's got the window already built in. You can see these orange bars here. Those are heating elements. So you've got a heated rear windscreen, and you've also got the rear wiper as well. Perfect for potentially a conversion, maybe a full camper conversion or a combi conversion, but we'll leave that one up to you. Looking at the tailgate as well then, one thing which has been added here at the back, and that is the lovely rear spoiler, and that just ties in with some of the other bits which have been added to this van. If we look lower down then, on a Highline you do get a number of elements which come colour-coded. That of course includes the bumpers, the mirrors, and a few other bits like the door handles here as well. And you also get parking sensors. You can see we've got rear parking sensors there, nicely integrated into the rear bumper. And then something else which has been added is this nice threshold protector here at the back, or rear bumper protector, in a sort of carbon fibre style, a gloss carbon fibre style, and that really does set off the rear of the van. In terms of condition, there are a couple of little stone chips and hairline marks that I can see just around the bottom of the vehicle there, so just one little chip there just around the end of my finger, and a couple of other small little marks just up here by my finger as well. Tiny little blemish just there. I say nothing drastic, but generally a couple of small little bits which I can see just dotted around the outside. Now then, in the back of the van, so this came into us as a panel van, and you can see here it's not quite standard in the back. So one of the other things which is really unusual about this van, not only was it spec'd with a glazed tailgate, but it was also spec'd from factory with a bulkhead delete, so meaning without the bulkhead. So when the van came into us, we just thought the bulkhead may have been missing, and we had the intention of probably putting a bulkhead back in, but then we noticed there wasn't any fixing there. So that tells us that, as I say, this came from factory with a bulkhead delete, so no fixings around the outside, but really makes it, as I say, perfect, not only with the tailgate, but with that as well, just makes it perfect for some sort of conversion in the back. So we then spoke to our good friends over in T1 Conversions, who people who are familiar with us will know that we do quite a lot of work with, and spoke to them about maybe doing something in the back here so it's sort of conversion ready. So we've got a full carpet lining in the back, lovely black Altro non-slip flooring as well here, and also the lovely suede headlining there to add a touch of luxury to the roof, with 5 nice LED spotlights in there as well. So as I say, really I think could be absolutely perfect for some sort of combi conversion, maybe a bit of a day van conversion with a rock and roll bed or a set of seats in the back of here would be absolutely ideal. Eagle-eye viewers will see that those front seats aren't quite standard as well, so we'll go and have a look at those in just a second. But the carpet lining continues as well underneath the rear of the tailgate, but as you can see in the back there, fantastic order throughout. Moving then down the driver's side of the vehicle, we've got this lovely sunlight here this evening. coming into golden hour, and it just looks absolutely stunning down the side of the van. Absolutely mirror finish. Look how clean that looks. It looks unbelievable really down the side of the van. Very, very nice indeed. We can also see then that this one has got a very nice set of alloy wheels. So these are my absolute favourite design on the Volkswagen Transporter, and that's the satin black Momo Revenge alloy wheels, finished in satin black, but these are 18-inch. And I just think they set the van off so well. We've also got a nice set of sidebars just there as well. But as I say, looking down the side of the van, you can hopefully the camera is conveying that accurately, but that is so clean down the side. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can follow on. A couple of maybe tiny little stone chips just here, where the arch just flares slightly naturally, of course. A couple of little marks there, but otherwise looking really smart. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside the cab here. So looking at the driver's door, lovely condition there of the driver's door card, all up on top as well. Electric windows, electric heated mirrors, all that comes as standard. And then looking at the seats, so this van has had a lovely re-trimming job done of the front seats with this black leather with the contrasting red double stitch. Some people call it a Bentley stitch. I don't like to call it a Bentley stitch because it wasn't done by Bentley, but a double diamond stitch there as a contrasted in red. Leather seems to be in really good order as well, with a little wasp logo there in each of the backrests. Of course, twin adjustable armrests for the driver's seat, but condition wise in here, as you can probably see, looking very nice indeed. Auto activated lights and auto activated wipers. 2 full remote keys come with the vehicle. I've got the ignition on at the moment just to show you the headlights. There's no lights or anything like that on the dashboard when the vehicle is running. We can see the mileage there. If you get out the reflection, 38,638 miles. Looking at the steering wheel, leather multifunctioning steering wheel. Very common to see this. A bit of wear here, just the very edge of the leather on this sort of just on the where it faces you basically. So very common to see that. Certainly not excessive actually for its age and mileage, but certainly worth mentioning that. On the left hand side then we've got cruise control just there, volume for the radio as well. On the right hand side then you've got your onboard computer controls just there as well. Looking into the center then we can see another factory optional extra, and this one has got the Discover Media sat-nav screen, so that's a lovely feature to have. Gives you this bigger screen. Of course you've got DAB radio and Bluetooth connectivity on here as well. Air conditioning, heated windscreen, USB point and an AUX port there, all of that comes as standard. The all-important DSG automatic gearbox, and I say accompanied with that 204 PS engine. I say to customers all the time, a van probably has no right having a gearbox quite as good as that. It is such a good gearbox. If you put it into the manual mode, it will, because of course it's dual selection, it will select into the next gear so quickly. It is quite remarkable, but a very nice powertrain configuration on this particular example. In terms of service history, we do hold service history with the van, so we've got a record of a service around 20,000 miles during our preparation now. Now it's at 38. We'll be putting it right through the workshop, full service, including the timing belt and water pump change as well. So that is absolutely key. MOT, if there's any less than 6-month MOT, we put a brand new MOT on as well. Something else which has been changed here then on the van, and that is the headlights. And the reason I've got the ignition on is to show you this lovely LED daytime running light here around the outside. So I believe these are an aftermarket headlight, probably from Transporter HQ at the time. I think the design has changed slightly now, but I believe this is one of their probably their what they call their V1 headlights, but a much brighter headlight on the outside, and as I say, that addition of the LED daytime running like this. So it's a really nice feature to have. Lower down then you can see a lovely Sportline style front splitter just there as well. So all in all, I think it really does set off the van very nicely. Couple of stone chips, you can see one here just at the end of my finger there, but generally speaking very clean and tidy actually. Towards the bonnet, thought that was a little hairline mark, but it's not. There is a little hairline mark just here, just on this wing, just again above my finger there, so a little hairline mark there. Nothing drastic, but of course anyone who's used to my videos will know I like to point out absolutely anything that I can see. Again, just a couple of small little stone chips towards the front end. Finally then, looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, looking really clean and tidy there. I think we might have had a pin dent removed around here when it came into us during preparation. But yeah, hopefully, as I say, the camera's conveying that it is like an absolute mirror, the side of this van. It looks so clean. If we open up the passenger side loading door, then this gives you another look then into this load space. Having a look here at the back of those leather seats, a couple of little marks and things lower down here on the seats, and the metalwork at the very bottom. I guess has to be expected with never having a bulkhead in it, but generally speaking, what a fantastic opportunity to do something with this van is. Looking at the passenger door card there, passenger step, moving this out of the way, looking at the condition of the floor, we've got the leather wallet with it as well, and also then having another look at the seats from this angle. Of course, one of the benefits of having the dual seat like this is you can flip it forward, gives you some access then underneath for some storage. Okay, so just to summarize, this is a 2018 on a 68 plate Volkswagen Transporter T6 T32, which is again very unusual to find in a panel van model, but again could really warrant having some sort of conversion done in the back, because the T32 means it can carry a little bit of extra weight, so everything is uprated slightly, like the brakes and the suspension, to be able to do that. This has got the 2-litre TDI bi-turbo engine producing 204 PS, roughly 200 brake horsepower, 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox, long wheelbase, Highline panel van with a glazed tailgate, Discover Media sat nav, and the bulkhead delete. Fantastic job in the back by the guys over at T1 Conversions, with a full carpet lining, the suede headlining and the Altro flooring. Brand new 18-inch Momo Revenge matte black or satin black alloy wheels. I think satin black is probably the correct term for those. We've got the sidebars there, the rear spoiler, Sportline style front splitter, the upgraded headlights, as you can see there, and of course the fantastic leather interior as well. It really has got a lot going for it. Previous service history plus going right through our workshop before it leaves us, including, as I say, crucially the timer belt and water pump kit as well. 2 keys shortly ready to go with us here at Bridgend Vans. And if you are interested in this van or any that we've currently got available, please head over to our website, bridgendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find the full adverts of the vehicle if you haven't seen them already, where you'll find the photography, the price and the description of those vans. You can contact us in a number of ways on the website, but you can also crucially give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom left of the sign. So go back to that part of the video if you want to make a note of those numbers to give us a call. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, of course subject to acceptance for private individuals and for limited companies. We can also take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can arrange delivery nationwide as well. Thank you very much for watching.